Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are doing an all Dungeons Keysanity race this morning. Yes, that means all the dungeons. Eastern Desert, Hera, Pod, Swamp, Skull Thieves, Ice, Mire, Turtle Rock, GT, and Aga Tower, all before we can kill Ganon. We gotta do everything. We're so lucky this morning. Ooh, money. Money to start is always a good thing. All the pain and suffering, exactly. Take last night's race, and then just multiply everything that could go wrong. By definition, that is all Dungeons keys. Honestly, I do like all Dungeon Keysanity. I think this is a fun mode. I think there are very few modes I actually enjoy more than all Dungeon Keys right now. Mystery is a lot of fun, but all Dungeon Keys is just a really like cool mode overall. I find mystery a lot of fun just because of like the mystery. Like I love the ability to just, you know, go in and have who knows what to do. It's a mode where like I feel that I can get experience doing something outside the box. But all Dungeon Keys is like, it's a cool mode. And there's just a lot of key modes this season, so there is the chance we go for the true pain and suffering tonight, though. Um, 9 p.m. tonight is cross keys. And like a dingus, we're considering it. That would be race number 30 on the season. But a 9 p.m. cross keys is like the perfect time for me. I can fit it in, I can actually complete that time slot and not be super, super late. I don't know. Small key to GT. All the money. You're not wrong, Lokesh. I don't have a win in cross keys yet this season. What's my record in cross, anyway? 0-2, 0-3, 0-1. I don't know how much cross I've actually done. Wow, lots of money. Okay. Hey, a lamp super early. Okay, that's definitely an important big key. And what did I get? 1 win in season 1? Like, how many cross keys wins do I actually have lifetime? Come on, it's my worst mode. 2 and 4? I won twice in cross keys in season 1? Hot damn. Uh-oh. Castle Tower already? Got a bad feeling, folks. Yeah, so it's been since... Oh, small key on the library. Okay. Yeah. I guess it's been a little while. Yo, Sean. I don't know. We had a good cross keys race earlier this season, though, Wolcash. We were like a minute 2 loss. Yesterday, nice victory. It was comfortable, but I wouldn't call it nice. Yeah, I got a win over Flip Heel, but I wouldn't call it a nice win. Thanks, but I couldn't pull off the Ice Palace bomb jump to save my life. So I pretty much cleared ice. And then left because I didn't have the keys to complete the dungeon. Then I went and did Eastern because I found a bow in ice. Got the Cane of Samaria off Armos. And killed Cold Stare. Uh-oh. That's both Castle Tower small keys. 2 Castle Towers, the glove, another bottle, Moon Pearl. Okay. You don't get 2 Castle Tower small keys this early in a race. Unless it's going to be required. Like, super early. But yeah, no, my open keys rank this season is actually really good. It's kind of crazy. I think I'm top 10 in open keys right now. Don't know how that's possible, but apparently, you know, open Keysanity is a good mode for me. Yeah, let's not get into casual boots. My casual boots is just abhorrent. I just can't seem to... Maybe it's gotten a little better, but... When it comes to open keys, I'm just... Or, casual boots, I've got problems. Yo, Dr. Cossack. I have tried to increase my casual boots back to 500 because, like, easiest mode of the season, I should be easily running, you know, 500 or better. Like, I would think that I've got enough skill to do that, but nope. I've got some major problems there. Well, that's the thing. Like, I am roughly a 500 runner. So, like, you know, I'm gonna have some modes that are above or below. It's just weird that open keys is like, I'm 3-1 in open keys, but I'm like 2-5 in boots, or something like that. Like, big key to ice. Not really a key I care about. You can do that dungeon without that key. Yeah, I'm 14-14 overall. I can't escape that 500. I try. The Rod of Fire. Yeah, like I said, you know, I keep this very nice little 500 record. Yeah, I'll have to look at the times for tomorrow. I look pretty much a day ahead always. So like I looked last night, saw this race at 11, and then I saw the cross keys tonight at 9, and I said, we might be able to do 2 races today. If I feel like doing cross keys. Do you like cross keys? Have you done much cross keys, I guess is the question, Sean. You love cross keys? Okay. There are many people who would stay away from it. Apparently I've done 2 and I'm 0-2. And I was 0-3 last season, so it's been a while since we've gotten a win in Cross. But one of our losses this season in Cross, we only lost by like a minute and a half. Which, honestly, like, that close of a loss in Cross Keys is almost nothing. Because Cross Keys is one of those modes where you can just, like, fall so far behind. But it's definitely the mode that the more I've done it, the more I go, you know, I'm starting to learn how I want to route things, how I have to, you know, making the decision of when to or not to do connectors. Stuff like that is very difficult, but I find it rewarding as a mode. Exactly. I've always said it's like a giant knot, and it's just untying it and sorting it out little by little for 3 hours. Third pod small, interesting. So yeah, I'm considering it tonight. I'll need to see what my mood is at that point. You know, do I want to deal with something like that? But honestly, there's like, it's the one race mode that like I have to be very careful, or like desert. Okay. Big key to Eastern. Okay. Exactly. Well, I still think this is going to be an Agaseed, to be honest. So I'm just waiting for that second sword or that cape to show up. Like, I don't think I'm getting away from Aga at this point to get Dark World access. Yeah, I was talking to Vortex, though, about the whole cross keys thing. He also really likes that mode. But he's done a lot more cross keys than the two of us, and, like, the mode does not look kindly upon him for some reason. His record this season in cross keys is just brutal. And he loves that mode. I think he's like... He's got like 8 or 9 losses in cross... Oh, there's that Master Sword. But yeah, I think this is my favorite mode this season. I think this one is just so much more fun. I think the hardest part about this mode, though, is like it's very easy to kind of fall down the rabbit hole where, you know, because you have to do everything, I think it can be easier to sometimes, you know, take a loss in this mode. The fact that the game is giving me the pod smalls well, and that's the hard part, I think, about all the rankings, is like, I wonder if part of the reason like I'm taking losses in casual boots is that I'm entering boots races with a slightly better record always, and I'm entering these races with like worse records. Like, I also think, you know, I think that's kind of, there's some thought to that, is like, or something to say for it, where it's, oh, you're doing poorly in, you know, because your matchup is very much based on your ranks, like, it can be very easy. Well, and that's, I know Dunka has said, like, that's his, like, proprietary thing, how he does all the pairings and whatnot, so. But yeah, there's definitely something to say for the idea that, you know, I could probably tank my record in other modes and just focus on, like, one or two. So, you know, if I start tanking, I don't know, let's just tank Mystery for the rest of the season and Cross Keys for the rest of the season, you know, put my record well below 500, and then just go all out on open keys. And I wouldn't do that, but I wonder, you know, is it possible to game the system if I really cared about being first? Yeah, no problem, Sean. Thanks for stopping by, always. Always appreciated. Well, 23 minutes, and we're to Aga. I don't want to have to do Aga, but something tells me there's no getting away from this fight. The signs were all pointing this direction. Zero blue ball. Aga. That's nice. I'm not going to complain about that. Four pod smalls already, jeez. I feel like the game's telling me, Jesse, you must go to pod. What does everybody else think, you know? Hey, Joe. Another small key, this time to ice. Okay. Well, looks like the game did want me to go to pod, so... I don't know, the logic's being very... like, straightforward. I feel like we're gonna have to find either, like, Titan's Mitts or Hammer here, though. We did skip 3 things in Light World. We skipped Sick Kid, Zora, and Agina. So maybe one of those had Dark World access, but when the game gives you both Aga Tower Smalls and Master Sword and Lamp and Moon Pearl, you know that the game's pretty much screaming you have to go to Aga in an open keys race. Very rarely is that not what it's telling you. Okay, Hookshot is actually a very different signal. That's the game saying, we're not going to actually probably give you Hammer or Mitts here. Instead, the expectation is you actually have to use Hookshot to get to West Dark World. I mean, realistically, we're going to Death Warp out of here. I don't know why I care about health at this point. Because what we're just going to do is we're going to go back up. Two compasses back here? Jeez. Waste. So yes, we're in an all Dungeons Keysanity this morning. All the keys are everywhere, and we have to get them, and we have to clear every dungeon. So, lucky me. So far, we've cleared one. We've cleared Aga Tower. So, 10 dungeons and Ganon's Tower still to go. So 11 dungeons in Ganon. We're lucky like that. Tonight there is a Cross Keys race at 9 p.m. We are not sure if we're going to do the Cross Keys yet. As I was made aware by Ulkesh, I am currently 0-2 this season in Cross Keys. Or as I asked Ulkesh, not that he pointed it out, I asked him, how have I been doing in that mode? Told me I've been 0-2, but he also told me it's been since Season 1 that I've won a Cross Keys race. And I would like to win a Cross Keys race again. I don't like that I'm winless in a long time in Cross Keys. It's the mushroom! So, we'll see. Maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't. This weekend could be a very busy Gems weekend in some regards because it's a Gnome weekend. I swear, I keep finding compasses. But good morning, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Always appreciated. A flutie. Sorry about that, everybody. That was my diabetic counseling. They wanted to check in. See how I'm doing. So, you know, what are my blood sugars? Any issues with the insulin injection? Stuff like that. So, just a little check-in today. Didn't realize that was the number that was calling me, but you know, I do want to answer the phone when I get that kind of call. So she also recommended, you know, switching up when we take our measurements. No kidding. So. Just went over some things. Because I'd been taking my blood sugars all pre-meal. So she said maybe switch it up a little bit. Darn it. Blue Mail, Fire Rod, Tempered Sword, Moth. This should be an easy fight. Like I said, easy fight. I think the only time I really don't feel comfortable with Moth anymore is... I'd say my Fighter Sword Moth is my weakest. Although the one Moth fight I haven't ever really done is a Swordless Moth. Or I haven't done Swordless Moth in Skull Woods. I've had Swordless mode boss shuffle and have had like a Moth on Hera. But I've not really had an actual Swordless Moth in Skull. But yes, I just wanted to take that phone call, going over stuff, asking some questions I've had, because, like, my blood sugar pre-meals are, like, good numbers. Hey, the Thieves Town bit key. But I didn't know if those were good numbers for, or, like, should I hope for better, or what? Red mail. And the big key to G... Oh yeah, GT big key. Thank you. My favorite way of dealing with Moth is actually when you've got the boots. I like doing a dash to start, because usually the dash can help push Moth away from the spike wall. Like, you dash and hit that top brick, and it can actually help you kind of get a better startup. Alright, red mail. So yes, thank you everybody for bearing with me for some moments of silence where you could actually see me talking and not hear anything. A bow and a hammer gives me pod and eastern completions right now. I mean, a hammer gives me full Thieves Town completion at this point. I've got both the the keys. So I kind of would just prefer to have the hammer before going back to Thieves Town. Bombos. Hey, TR's Bombos. What a coinky dink. Why did I unclick flute? I have flute. Small key to pod. And big key to desert. So at this point, I have, I can get one of the isolated pod checks. So I could get the big key or the harmless hellway. Because I've got 5 pod smalls. I wish if I had all 6, I would do both. But at this point, it's kind of a choice between the two because this dingus doesn't know how to do a hammer jump. Small key to GT. And small key to G... Okay, sure. 2 GT smalls right next to each other. Did you know how lucky I am? So we're going to do as much as we can in Mire. We can't full clear the dungeon because we don't have the Cane of Samaria, but we can do pretty much everything else. No, we can do everything else. We don't have any small keys, but small keys do not preclude you from doing this dungeon. Compass to Mire. So yes, hopefully everybody's having a good Friday. Or as good as can be expected. We're just running this all Dungeons Keysanity. Ether is worthless. Anybody playing anything interesting today? Or is it quiet right now? By the way, Joe, are you streaming more Lair of the Clockwork God today? Still? Yep, okay. What time? Myra's been worthless. 8-ish? Okay. Don't know what your time looks like, but if you wanted to hit that finish up of We Were Here Together, that's always a possibility as well. I'm relatively free today. Like if you wanted to start a bit early and just knock it out, up to you. I'm not saying we have to, but if you're interested. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. We're gonna clear thieves at this point. Yeah, I think if we knocked it out, you know, whenever we do, it shouldn't take us much more than an hour at this point. I think the alchemy will take us a little bit, but even that shouldn't be too bad. We pretty much know how to do all the puzzles at this point. Small key to Hera. Interesting. Not that that helps me, Because without a mirror or a hammer, we can't get into Hera, even. Like, I'm getting pieces of puzzles that just don't help me. Really not helping me. I must say though, I found that closing Discord when doing races is actually helping the performance of my computer. Apparently Discord is a big hog of resources. Because every time now I quit Discord when I start a race, and I have not had the weird frame issues. Dang it. That's still fine for thieves. Okay, Harabig. Like, great, but... Hera big and Hera small. Very nice. But I can't do Hera. These are resources that do not move me forward. That does. So the mitts were not directing me to Mire or Dark Death Mountain. They were directing me to Purple Chest. Interesting. Crud. Forgot to switch to bow. The flute, I don't think hurts things. Unfortunately, sound does not hurt enemies. My bow work has just been terrible recently. My bow work has been terrible recently. Thanks, Paul. Hello to you too. Bum, bum, bum. How was your pew 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 this morning? Okay. Yeah, I bought it last night, so... I anticipate I'll be hitting it soon. It kind of reminded me of, like, Mushroom Quest type stuff. So... Mirror's good. Oh, same dev? Okay. That explains a lot then. Okay. Well, I'm a, for 2D puzzles, or anything 2D, I'm more of a D-pad person anyway, so that's good. Mine are small. That'll make routing that at the end a little bit easier. Yeah, after you left last night, I stuck around for about another hour or so and worked on N++. So Yeah, no worries, man. That's fine. Just figured I'd let you know. Yep. Thanks for stopping by, though. I always appreciate it. Yeah, if you need something to just take your mind off of the work, I'll be going for at least another hour, probably. And as Joe said, she'll be doing Lair of the Clockwork God at around 8. And then Ross is doing his Pokemon XD stuff. And then I might be doing Cross Keys tonight at 9. So, you know, plenty of streaming options if you got time and want something to take you away from all that fun stuff. I got too much to find still for go mode, so we'll do the basement first. My tracking has been abysmal today. We cleared Eastern Palace, folks. Did you know that we cleared Eastern Palace? We did. But yes, on the N++ front, we have to do... In the Legacy pack, we've still got a good portion of row C and D and E. And then in the N++ level pack, we still have to do 3/4 of the expert row. Let's just say that that expert row is a little hard. Just a little bit. Can't imagine why they call it expert. We almost got inconvenienced by a Moldorm there. Almost. Small key to TR. And a crystal. Well, Hera was not the answer. Keep thinking you know what the answer is. Where the game's telling you to go. Like, here's Titan's Mitts. Oh, you want me to go to Death Mountain? No, I want you to do Purple Chest. Here's the mirror. Oh, you want me to go do Hera? No, I think you want to go do Desert. Maybe desert's the answer. I am feeling pretty good about the race so far, at least. Much better than our 2 yesterday. I mean, we went 500 yesterday, so, like, cool. But 2 bad races, especially given how good Wednesday night was. For anybody who missed, Wednesday night, we rocked out in the daily. If you want to watch it, I recommend there is a VOD on Speed Gaming. Because I was one of the restreamed runners for the night, where I was first of the restreamers to finish. Against some very stiff competition. We were up against some pretty good people. So, really cool race for me. And it was a PB in that mode. We were at about 75 minutes for the whole race, which was just amazing. So, like, not even a perfect race, but perfect routing, really. And it kind of just shows you, like, if you route better than people, some crazy stuff can happen. So I do recommend it. If you want to hear me be a little excitable on an interview, I was also pretty I was high energy for me in an interview. I'm usually pretty calm in those, but for that one I was definitely a little bit higher pep. Oh wait, no. I think one of the fun parts about the interview, though, was that the interview staff had no, like, if you listen to the comms during the race, it was definitely, you know, I was not at all a favorite in that race. But, you know, it definitely gives, I think it gave a confidence boost that I really was looking for at that moment. Because I definitely feel like I am average, and I don't begrudge it. But I did kind of want to see, like, I want to see progress, and that race kind of gave me a moment to see it. To know that we're getting somewhere. What's on the floating island? Ew, shovel. What are you doing on that island? Yup. That could be amazingly hilarious. I mean, we're at an hour and 22 minutes, and I still don't have the hammer. Like, that's ridiculous right now. Like, that is a very conspicuous absence. Like, this is cross keys levels of not finding the things you need. Like, at least in cross keys, I can expect it just because the entrance rando can screw you. But not in regular all dungeon keys. 80 keys, this isn't usually something you have to search out for this long. And there's two places I don't want to go. Because I have flippers and hook at this point. Ice Palace and Swamp Palace front chest are kind of the two that are like, I don't want them. By the way, I do hope everybody's enjoying the MSU today. We have gone back to the Breath of the Wild MSU. And as such, we are playing as Breath of the Wild Zelda. But really at this point, we're just going to start knocking out mirror checks because, seriously, folks, this is just rough. Like, I've got this sinking suspicion that it's a mirror check. But it wasn't the ones we were thinking. Like, once again, I went to Desert and Hera, and both of them kind of weren't the play. Unless it's those flippers that are the play. So we're going to do Graveyard, Cave 45, and Shovel. The other thing I'm kind of curious about are the boots. The longer progression evades me, the more that shovel becomes hilarious. What's gonna be at shovel? Anybody want to venture a guess? I feel like Hammer or Cane is coming up next. Or Swamp Small, or something like that. Like, one of those bad items has to be, like, really close. And don't get me wrong, they're all good things. I do want them. Bombs. Thanks, Joe. Not exactly what I was hoping for as the thought, but, you know, entirely possible. Thank you. Oh my god. Yeah, more rupees, just as bad. We're gonna go clear pod after we check out Dig Spot. Joe was right. Bombs. How'd you do it, Joe? How'd you know? How did you know it was the bombs? Psychic? Okay. But whose mind would you read? Or where would you look for that kind of information? Who knew it? Did I know it in my heart and soul? By the way, Joe, I don't know if you heard me ask, but I had mentioned, you know, we were here together. I didn't know if you wanted to knock it out before your lair, or you wanted to just push it to the weekend. Figured, you know, shouldn't take us too long. So if you wanted to start a little early just to do that real quick, we could, since I'm relatively free today, but no pressure. Just figured I'd ask. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I had left my mic on mute. Making phone calls or taking phone calls while gaming is not always genius. By the way, there is a way to get rid of Helmasaur's mask without the hammer. So if you run into a Helmasaur outside of pod and don't have hammer, if you have bombs, you can actually get rid of the mask. Very uncommon strategy, but it is possible. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crystals. Do we know what the other 2 crystals are at this point? Yes, we do. Mire and ice. Oh no. Yeah. Thing is like, if you run into Helma on, like, Hera, Hammer Helma is actually, or Hera Helma is really tough because of the holes. And actually, GT Helma, top of GT Helmasaur is another, like, terrible location to find him. So, like, those are definitely 2 fights where you're kind of like... Bombs can be like a much better solution to dealing with him. By the way, Olkesh, we have a very possible nightmare scenario here. For anybody not sure why I'm kind of concerned, my last 2 pendants are Swamp and TR. And I'm a Cane of Samaria away from clearing my last 2 crystals. Like, Mire is completely in logic for the clear with the cane, and Ice is technically also possible right now, even without the cane. And I'm missing the Swamp Small Key, the TR Big Key, and the Ice Rod. There is a decent chance right now that I will clear my last 2 crystal dungeons and possibly need to go to GT to get Ice Rod, Swamp Small, GT Big. Like, you ever want to see why people fear the all-dungeon element of Keysanity, or of the 80 keys? It is this. This is the worry part. This is where pain and suffering can start in this mode. But let's check that lumberjack. We did the work to kill Aga so early. And we got the boots, so why not? Okay, we're just gonna go to ice. And we're gonna hope we can pull off the bomb jump today. After absolutely floundering on it last night. I mean, worst case, we have all the keys. So I could, like, if I don't pull off the bomb jump, we could at least do, like, loops of the dungeon. Like, I don't want to, but I can. I am talented enough, or knowledgeable enough to do that. Yeah, that doesn't help me. So yeah, if you're hoping for something like really crazy right now, in terms of how this seed turns out, or like some extra little difficulty, what you're hoping to see is that. Is that I get the cane really soon, and thus have access to GT. But you're all my friends. Nobody would hope for me to have a difficult time in a race, right? Nobody here is like that. You're all very nice people. I know, right? Well, we got the bomb jump tonight. That's good. Or today. Only cost me half my health. I mean, we're gonna full clear Ice Palace either way. I'm missing too much. But I'm really just hoping that the Cane of Samaria is in here. I wasn't just saying that for my health. I really do hope the Cane of Samaria is here. Please? I'm not asking a lot. I mean, the real question is like, if it's not here, where do I go? Like, I haven't really gotten any progression here. The only thing I can really think of that is an option is that I need to go to Spike Cave. And why is it always Spike Cave? Seriously, it's always Spike Cave, isn't it? What location didn't you check that usually has an item? Spike Cave. Well, there's your answer. Thanks. Well, Cash, did you hear what my nightmare scenario is right now? Yes, but did you hear what the bad situation could be right now? Did you hear my explanation for all the bad stuff that is waiting? Okay, so right now I'm missing the Swamp Small key and Ice Rod and at least one more TR key. Those are both pendant dungeons. It is very possible I will need to go into GT to find those items. Because at this point, I'm Kane of Samaria away from having access to GT. Figures. Every time I realize that it could be this, it isn't. What are you saying? What was this small key? So, like, as it stands right now, I have no way to get into Turtle Rock. So, like, I can't check anything there. That's fine. But I also have no way to clear Mire. I've only got 2 small keys to Turtle Rock, so, like, even if I could get in, there's no real way to clear it. Like, I don't even have enough keys to touch Trinex, let alone beat him. Even without the Ice Rod being a problem. So, we are in a very special scenario here. Ooh, small key to desert. That's a big deal. I think there's something on left side of desert or right side of desert. It's got to be. If there isn't, then we're in a very weird situation where I'm going to have to check something that's absolutely insanely stupid. And if my opponent checked it, all the power to them. But I don't know many people who would make this check before everything else. Okay, we're gonna make it. Because I really don't know what I'm missing. We're gonna check the first chest of Swamp Palace. There used to be an old adage about this chest. I don't know how long you've been playing Dr. Cossack, but back in the day, I remember, I forget what tournament it was I was watching at the time, but it was a Keysanity tournament of some sort. And one of the comment that I heard very frequently is that back in the day. Okay, so then you probably know about this. Swamp Small had a 10% chance of being in the first chest of Swamp Palace in like V30 or V29. Crud. I know what it is. Should have done it when I was here the last time. Hammer pegs. I think it has to be this now. I think this is like the last location. Holy crap, what am I forgetting? This isn't good. Did I forget a chest in Skull Woods? It's entirely possible. Do I have the compass to tell me? I did. Damn it. I keep forgetting this chest. It's gonna be progression. It has to be. I think at this point. I keep doing the back of Skull Woods and always killing Mothula without grabbing that chest. Because my first thought is, I've got so much health, I want to do Moth at full health. And then I kill Moth, and then I forget to go back in. It has to be. I don't think I missed anything else. Guess what we're doing after this race? Or before the next time I race a key mode. No, I like this mode. We have to learn a certain exploit. I've been putting off learning this for so long. And I feel like today's the day it bites me. Yep. But no, Dr. Cossack, I actually enjoy AD keys. I think it's a fun mode. I really do. Just we got bit today. It's bound to happen, right? You know, you're gonna have that race where keys just don't go your way. It's just like, I need to learn Hammer Yump. I've told you, that one will not get banned. I really don't think it would. It's possible, but... it just seems very unlikely, Olkesh. It's not like we're breaking the game that much, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to climb up Death Mountain, and we're going to go into the GT basement. If we find the stuff to clear TR, or if we don't find the stuff to clear TR in the basement, I think I'm still going to go in to TR and try to clear TR before doing the GT climb. It's a risk right now. Like, we need three things. We need the Ice Rod, one TR Small, and the Swamp Small. So those are bare minimum. I need those things. Like, we cannot get away from that. But since I'm missing so much, I'm gonna do GT basement first. But we're gonna open up TR. Like, for all I know, all 3 of those items are in TR right now, but I don't think that's the smart play. By the way, if you're interested, we're going to be doing something very uncommon. We're actually going to pull the GT Big Chest. Did you know there was a big chest in GT? Guess what? We're going to pull it. This is something you never do in Rando. Right side was nothing. Great. Let's see if we can get a health refill. Yep. Awesome. I thought I was making the smart play clearing the GT basement before going to Turtle Rock, but this is coming back to bite me in every sense of the word. Like, come on. I've gotten nothing for this play. Yet. I was hoping for one of the keys I need. Or items I need. Like, I still need Ice Rod, Swamp Small, TR Small. Swamp Big Key has no value to me right now. I can't even get into Swamp Palace. Like, at least Skull Woods Big Key would have been like a cute troll item. Because, like, Skull Woods could be it. But, like, Swamp Big Key right now is nothing. And I feel like either way right now, I'm screwed in a sense. Like this is definitely one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't scenarios. Ugh. Like, I feel like there's a good chance I go through this dungeon and find absolutely nothing. And then I climb GT and then it has everything I need to clear this dungeon or some combination of stupid right now. Like, talk about a bad seed. I hope it's been entertaining, at least. Like, I hope you're all having a good time today watching this one. Thanks. We're not even to that point yet, Dan. We're not in go mode. So this is a bad seed. A really bad one. We full clear the GT basement for nothing. No, it won't be that high. But we're missing some important stuff right now, and I have no idea where it is. Like, I'm in TR right now without a way to clear TR. And if we don't find it, we're going to be climbing GT. With items still missing. I was really hoping to get lucky in a sense here, but, you know, do TR checks before we go climb GT, because maybe there's something in GT to help me clear TR. And now it's like, now I'm hoping that I find something here that after I climb GT, it gives me an answer. I mean, ice rod. Two-hour, 16-minute ice rod. That's something. But all that tells me is, like, wherever that swamp small is going to be the problem here. And I think that means there was a good chance that my opponent would also have gone up to GT, done all of GT basement and all of TR that was available before climbing GT. So it is at least a remote possibility they would have made that same decision and that same risk calculation I made. And this GT climb music is just so good every time. Why did I hit that switch? You don't hit front switch. Yeah, I don't think we'll hit 211, but depending on where these last couple of keys are that I need, we're definitely in for close to a 200, I feel like. It's turning into one of those bad seeds. I'm so inconsistent with that Landmo 2 fight, but that was really good. So which key are we going to find at the top of GT? Swamp or TR? Place your bets. You gotta be kidding me. The book. Now? Absolutely screw this seed. Oh my god. I'm gonna full clear GT and only be given a fetch quest. Moldorm's last possession was the Swamp Small. There are 2 TR keys out in the wild. We just have to find the one. One of them. And I'm in go mode. But yes, that is the rudest Swamp's Palace small key I think I've ever seen. So that means you pretty much were guaranteed to full clear GT. If somehow you didn't, you're a cheater. Because no person in their right mind would have skipped every chest and counted on Moldorm 2 having the Swamp Small. Nobody. And if you tell me otherwise, you're lying. Well, Dan, I don't think we're going to hit the 211, but there is definitely some high 200 or over 200 chances here, depending on where this last key is. No, I wouldn't have thrown in the towel. I gave myself a mission this season for ladder that I would not forfeit any races. I forfeit races the last 2 seasons, so I said this season, no forfeits. I can lose, but I cannot forfeit. Go mode! Okay, we're gonna go sub 200. Sorry, Dan. Yeah, it's very possible that whoever my opponent is definitely was, like, put off by the seed, but... because this is a bad one. I mean, part of this is self-inflicted. Like, as I said, the hammer yump thing... I just... not knowing it is coming back to bite me more and more. And like the powder thing, that's also on me. Yeah, I've been selective about my races and, like, not choosing one super late, but, like, my whole thing this season is I'm not going to. That's been my objective. I can have a bad race, but no matter what, I finish. So, you know, does that mean I've gotten curb stomped? I got curb stomped this season. I think I had like a 40-minute loss in there. But I have not left a race. So, I'm happy with that. We're going back up Death Mountain. Yippee! Yeah, entering the 12 o'clock open, like, I've seen those times for that one, and I'm like, oh yeah, I could do that one. And that's always, like, a race that I'm kind of like, eh. Like, I always go, it's not too difficult to run that race. Like, I would never do cross keys at that hour. Or any key race, really. But open and casual boots, I've considered those 12 o'clocks. And my thought is always, no, don't get into that. Yeah, I don't have a good feeling about this race. There are 8 of us left. And all I'm thinking is like, yeah! We haven't had a good race to begin with, and the seed's terrible. I'm not the last person in the race still, but we're nearing it. Yeah, there are 7 other people still racing right now, so... I mean, there's a decent chance my opponent's still going. This was not a nice one. But... we could also be in a bad situation. Master Sword Trinex is definitely not a fun one. Won't disagree with you there. I can handle it, but it's... my hammer Trinex is not always the cleanest. Red boomerang. Funny. And I forgot to mark blue boomerang. When did I get blue boomerang? I know! I'm disappointed too, Olcash. We didn't find the bug net. We found everything else except for the bug net. Just not even right. Swamp Palace or Pedestal also were options. Because we only did like we did 2 checks in Swamp. Well, yeah, we lost. And by a considerable margin. Thanks. Yeah, I lost by 20 minutes, everybody. Just how it goes sometimes, right? We have the important information here for Dr. Cossack and Ulkash. My opponent does know where the bug net is. Bug net was in swamp, in the flooded chest. So, we have our information. So, I'm guessing that means that my opponent, what they did was they either checked lava chest. Bug net, yep, bug net for the victory. But yeah, that either means that they had not checked TR before going into swamp, or had used one of the TR keys on lava chest and needed both of the TR smalls that were missing at that point in time. So, I don't know which, but that's the logical explanation. Because I don't know, like, I thought it was the right play to go and do... So we did all of GT Basement, didn't find anything, and then we said, let's go clear TR, because maybe we'll find what we need in TR, and then we found nothing in TR except for Ice Rod. So, you know, I thought we made the right checks at the right time. It was just, you know, didn't work out that way. So, let's see. As I said, tonight there is that 9 p.m. cross keys. We're considering it, because we are gluttons for punishment, of course. Tomorrow, there are 3 races I see that I could do. And same for Sunday. There are some races we could do on Sunday as well. It's been a while since we've done a mystery. I see a 1 p.m. mystery on Sunday. And as I've said, besides 80 keys, mystery is definitely one of my favorite modes. Just for the mystery. There's a 5 p.m. open tonight, but I'm doubting we'll run that one. I would say the cross is a possibility tonight. Tomorrow I see a 1 p.m. casual boots, a 5 p.m. all dungeon keys, and a 10 p.m. open. Expect at least one of those to be a race that we do. Maybe we do the casual boots and then switch over to Xbox stuff after the end of that race. I don't know. And then on Sunday, there's a 1 p.m. mystery, a 7 p.m. casual boots, and an 11 p.m. all dungeon Keysanity. Maybe the mystery and the 80 keys on Sunday. So that's kind of my gut thought right now. For the weekend, not like definitive, but just a short thought on it right now. But yeah, unfortunately, the hammer yump is the big one for us. I mean, the fact that we missed the powder was already a mistake. And then the fact that we needed all 6 pod smalls to even do everything. But GG to my opponent. 20 minutes is a sound defeat on my end. We've got some stuff to work on always. So hopefully we fix it up. But let's see who's live right now, and we'll go send over a raid. 194. We just missed the 200. Well, I think I know who we're going to go raid. We're going to go raid CJ. CJ is one of my Link to the Past friends. He runs a weekly async. He puts up a seed, lets people run it. So he's running his asynchronous right now. I believe it is an open Keysanity. So check it out. If you're interested, he has a Discord where he posts all these things. People of all levels. A lot of us are pretty new. So, if you're looking to get into it, this week obviously is a little bit harder of a seed, and he doesn't pull punches. But there's a lot of us average runners in there. So go say hello. Go enjoy him running that. I think I'll probably watch. I don't think I'm going to run his seed this week. But go enjoy, go say hello to CJ. Thanks again, everybody. I'll be around this weekend, maybe tonight. Also, go check out Joe, Angel SK, in about an hour and a half. She is going to be playing Lair of the Clockwork God. And then also about 6 o'clock tonight, 5, 6, 7, somewhere in there. Maybe 7 or 6:30. Check out Big Boy Scruffinoff doing the rest or more of his Pokemon XD run. But go check them out and have a good one. I'll see everybody later. Goodbye.